Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I just hit my leg on my desk. I hope all of you are doing well. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. We connect remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that through our growing community, our engaging content, and our real connections. My hope each and every day is to provide you with a morning message, not only to get you inspired, but to have you stay motivated in and throughout the week, in hopes of having you find your voice, tell your story, no longer whisper your wishes, but to, in fact, scream your dream. And so I'm loving that things are rocking and rolling for me. We're getting a lot of stuff done. We're doing a lot of stuff. And I'm excited to be connecting with so many of you on a regular basis. I am committed to ensuring that 2021 is going to be super productive. I used every single minute of this quarantine, this safe at home, this time, in order to build what it is that is to come. I hope you guys are doing that as well, at least in this time as you're getting ready for the holidays and thinking about what 2021 has in store for all of you. You're thinking about what it is that you need to do each and every day to get yourself closer to where it is that you want to be. I have utilized every single moment between baking banana bread and taking This Is It Network to the next level. I've been working on all of this and I feel good about it. And I hope you guys feel good about it too. But one of the ways that I've been able to do that is to be very vulnerable in my space, because I have to be very honest with you. I've made a ton of mistakes in what it is that I've built. This journey has been hard for me. Good morning, Lisa. This journey has been long for me. I have made a lot of right decisions, but my goodness, I have made a lot of wrong decisions. I have gone left when I should have gone right so many times in my life. I have not followed the direction of others. I've not listened to good advice. I followed my gut in the wrong direction so many times. So when I think about what it is that I'm going to do moving forward, when I think about what that means to me, good morning, Erica, when I think about what it is that I'm going to do and how I'm going to make better decisions, one of the things that I've been doing during quarantine that I have to say, BQ, before quarantine, I was not very good at, was asking for help. I was awful at it. I thought that I got it. I had it figured out. And if I had asked for help in such a desperate way, or I would have felt more vulnerable or incapable or in a space where I was insecure about what I knew and what I didn't know. And what happened as a result is that I made decisions I did not need to make. Out of insecurity and fear, I did things I shouldn't have done. I engaged and employed and worked with tons of people that I shouldn't have worked with. And maybe I didn't work with people that I should have. All because I wasn't prepared to ask for help. All because I wasn't prepared to get out of my own way and say, I don't know. I'm not clear. I can't do that. I'm not sure. All because I didn't participate in my own ignorance of what it is that I had to do. I was not clear on asking for help. But during COVID, during quarantine, during being safe at home, I allowed myself to be vulnerable. Maybe it had to do with the fact that everybody else was vulnerable too, right? For once, I didn't feel as if I was alone in my journey. Everyone was struggling. Everybody was having a hard time. Everyone was having a hard time navigating. And so I felt a little bit more comfortable being like, I'm confused too. I don't get it too. I don't have it either. But I think that freed me from thinking that I knew everything, thinking that I could solve everything, thinking that I could do everything. It let me surrender and be able to really, truly ask for help. Now, I know that for a lot of you, you're like, Sheldon, I still got this. And I don't really trust anybody with my dreams and my hopes. And a lot of the time I tell you to keep those things close to your chest, but to share what it is that you've got going on. Because truthfully, we can't do it alone. I can't create a global digital TV network by myself. I can't reach all walks of life and all pieces of this globe alone. I can't get closer to what it is that I want long-term by myself. So that means I have to say, can you help me? I have to reach out to somebody and say, do you have? Would you mind? Can you please? I have to ask for help. Not because I am weak, not because I don't know, not because I am not strong, not because I am not capable, but because I want to be capable. Because I want to do more in my strengths. Because I want to be more where I stand today. And I know that I have something productive to offer, but I cannot do that by myself. I cannot reach the amount of people that I want to reach. I cannot make the impact that I want to make. I cannot, truly scream my dream by myself. So that means that I've got to get vulnerable. I've got to be prepared with that ask. And when I say that ask, it can't just be ambiguous. It can't just be like, can you help me? Not knowing really what I want or what it is that I want the other person to do. It has to be specific. Not because you are not clear on this, not because you want to take advantage of the person, but because you value the person's time. Because you value what it is that they're bringing to the table. And some of the time, I have to be honest, before quarantine and even a lot in quarantine, I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what I needed. I didn't know how people could help me. I wasn't clear, so I couldn't really ask. I couldn't string the words together to be like, can you do this for me? Because I didn't know what I needed. I didn't know what would help me get to the next level. I have clarity now. So when I ask people for help, or when I'm asking people to be on a board or be an expert or a screamer, I'm clear. And I've given myself the patience in order for that to happen. And I asked for you guys to do the same for yourself. I sat with myself with some banana bread, some ice cream, all my guilty pleasures. And I had to figure out what it is that I really wanted. And based on what it is that I wanted, what it is that I needed. What were the small minutiae, small, tiny things that I knew that I had resource in community and community members and friends and colleagues, that they had these things at easy reach. That because of the relationship and the personal brand that I had built, they would be okay with lending a hand or helping out. And you will find that the majority of people in your life will help you. But not if they don't know what you need, and not if you don't ask. I can't tell you the amount of people who think I have it all together based on showing up every day, based on pushing stuff out into social media, based on the platform in which I have created. But there are things in which I need. But the average person wouldn't think that. And the average person wouldn't lend that hand just assuming I need things that I am not raising my hand to request. So what I ask of you is to be honest about the things in which you need and not be ambiguous and be like, I just need more money. No, you don't need more money. Well, you might need more money, but what gets you there? It's not an ambiguous ask, right? And those of us churchgoers, they're like, pray in specific terms. You're not doing it in a space where you're just like, I just need more money. I just need more money. How? Why? For what? Be specific. You value the time of people who follow, friend, and like you. You value the community that you have, the family member that you have, and then you must say, okay, if you could, Erica, Lisa, all the people that follow, fan, and like me, if you could you share this? Most likely, they didn't even know you needed to share it. They didn't even know you wanted to share it. They thought you were good. You are doing such a good job being you and protecting your brand that everyone thinks you got it. No one assumes you need their support or their help to purchase that book, to buy that t-shirt, to eat that cookie. No one assumes, based on how well you are living your life, how well you are sharing what you've got going on, how well you are walking in your own shoes. People are assuming you don't need any help. What slows that down and what affords you the ability to get what you need is simply being able to be specific with your ask. Could you join my newsletter? Could you purchase my product or service? Could you attend my event? The ambiguous nature of things is gone. I am a lover of commercials. I'm a lover of all things media, but commercials I truly love. A 30-second, 60-second commercial. I used to live for the Super Bowl commercials. Still do. Everybody would get up to go to the bathroom, but I'd still be like, oh my God, in bated breath, watching the commercials. And as I watched the commercials and I saw the dancing baby, I didn't know whether or not they were selling insurance or selling diapers, and I didn't care. It was entertaining to me. Those days are long gone. The days of the dancing baby and the subliminal advertising is gone. Now are the days of direct messages. Now are the days of clear asks. Purchase this, log on to this, follow, fan, and like this. It's important. Good morning, Donna. It's important. It's important for us to be specific in what it is that we are asking. It is important for us to be clear in what it is that we need. We have countless people. The majority of you that are following and fanning, you have more than 100 friends on any given social media platform. That's 100 people. We get overwhelmed and think, oh my gosh, nobody's going to want to help me. But you got 100 people at your fingertips. Me, I got 5,000 on one platform, 12,000 on another 5,000 on another. I was asking my sister, I said to her, okay, what should I do? How can I connect with more people? She's like, connect with the people that you know. Connect with the people that already follow, fan, and like you. Ask them. People who have already opted into your life, are they clear on what it is that you need? Have you asked them for what it is that you need? Or are you just hoping that they will subliminally understand? You need to be clear, because if you are not clear, neither will anyone else. No one will be clear. And we can't blame them for not offering that hand. We cannot blame them for not just sending you a blind check and do what you want. I didn't know if you needed help, but let me just send you a check. That's not how life works, loves. And we know that to be true. We know that it's not as simplistic, because you're not doing it for other people. You're not just looking at people on social media being like, you look like you're doing good, but I'm going to send you a check anyway. It doesn't work like that. So we must be clear on what it is that we want. We must get specific on what it is that we need. And this is not even about really want, truthfully. And I talked to you guys about this as it relates to your 2021 plans, and not being grandiose, but living in your reality. What can you sell today, right? Instead of being like, I want to develop and I want to build, what is on your website that we can sell today, right? What can we do today specifically? What can we move today specifically? And so I want to challenge you in the same way as it relates to your needs. What do you need today? Do you need a couple more people on your, in your group? Do you need a couple more people to take your course? Let's be specific on what we need and be clear on the ask for what we need. Don't be the dancing baby that is in this ambiguous space. Don't be the dancing baby that we don't know whether they're selling insurance or diapers, because people do care. Because on the other end of that commercial, they were disappointed that either the diapers didn't sell or the insurance didn't sell, or nobody knew what the heck they were selling at all. In the era of social media, in the era of the way in which we're communicating these days, it is not, we don't have the time. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't expect, and I ask you for not every single post within what it is that you're doing to be an ask. I think that is obnoxious. We don't want to be in that space. But we want to be clear that the people who follow, fan, and like you know what you offer. If they don't, they can't purchase it. I mean, it's that simple. I don't want to claim that what I do is brain surgery or all that complex, but what it is that it is directive and specific and intentional. If you want somebody to buy something, they need to know it exists, and they need to know how much it costs, and they need to know that there's value, and only you can provide that by asking. If there's something that you need in order to get yourself to the next space, are you just holding on to that ask, hoping that somebody will read your mind to be able to provide it? We're not doing that. Because if 2020 has taught us anything, is that sometimes we can be short on time, and life is not guaranteed. And then as much hardship as there are blessings, and more people than not want to help. But they need to be prompted, they need to understand, and they need to know what you need. So as you sit today and you are like, okay, I want to get to this space. I want to get to this dollar amount. I want to be in this particular arena or industry of interest. Begin to specify what you need. Be clear on the simplistic ask that you may have. Can you introduce me to this person? Can I be on your show, Sheldon? Can I do this, that? Be specific. Because a lot of us have, within the 100 or thousands of followers that we have in this space, we have exactly what we need. What we are missing is the ask. What we are missing is our ability to part our lips and tell people what it is that we need. You will be shocked how many people have already at their fingertips, at quick access, and no problem, what you need. That would be willing to support you, willing to share you, willing to buy from you, only if you simply asked. So I want you to think about that today. I want you to think about what it is that you need in the most specific form. Not I need money. Not I want wealth. I want to be successful. These are too ambiguous to be able to wrap your mind around. And you can't send an email asking for that. You can't send a text, can you make me successful? That's not something tangible. But what you can do is say, can you share this post for me? Do you know anyone who needs any help? You can be specific about that and gain a result. And those small results can lead you closer to what it is that you want. Keep in mind that not everybody can offer what it is that you're asking, and we know that, but I know that no one will offer you anything if you don't ask. So we're going to practice that as we build our plan for 2021, as we're clear on selling what we have today, as we are not only daydreaming, but we are living in our today list. I want you to incorporate who you are going to ask for a simplistic need, something small that they can provide you, something impactful that they can offer you. I guarantee the people that already follow Fan and like you can provide you with what is necessary in order for you to take your business to the next level, for you to live an easier life in one category or in the other. But I know for a fact that no one will help you if you don't ask. So we're going to do that today. We're going to ask. We're going to ask for something small. Don't gotta be anything big. You're going to check in with people and you're going to ask and you're going to be clear and you're going to know that you have an ask in December. You have one ask in December that you're going to write out for the next 3 weeks. You're going to continuously ask people what it is that you need so you can get closer to what it is that you want. I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. If you feel like somebody in your world needed to hear this today, if you feel like somebody in your world needed to scream their dream, please share this with them. My goal is to connect remarkable women to inspiring stories through our growing community, our engaging content, and our real connections. I join you each and every day, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern, in hopes of having you all find your voice, tell your story, no longer whisper your wishes, and scream your dream. I will see you all tomorrow. Work on that ask.